the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass. Time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is April 28, 2025. It is 1:58 a.m. This is video number 2. So this video we're gonna focus on Harry's aviation appearance. Alright, so this is a background. What I plan on doing, I have a speech that he did. This is the first tweet, by the way. The next video will be the speech. I will do the review, pause in between and talk whatever comes to mind. I haven't listened to it yet. And then on another video, which will be on our part of Pew Service, this channel is not monetized. I'll put the entire speech on that channel. And if you want to listen to it without me talking, you could go on that channel, our part of Pew Service channel, to check that video out. Video that I'm doing now should have been on that other channel, but YouTube don't want to monetize it. I don't know why, but okay, so I could still uploading things on that other channel because I purposely created to highlight their work. So I'll put the speech there instead. Okay, so this is the first tweet. Tomorrow belongs to Prince Harry. So I'm a little bit behind with a lot of tweets because last week I was on vacation, so I didn't record anything. So I'm being up to date here. All right, yes indeed. Let's keep the blacking party going. Okay, that's a different language. Yes. All right, so this is all. So this was the day before the appearance, Legend of Aviation. I think that's what it was. Okay, Living Legend of Aviation. So that was the day before it happened. So people were starting to talk about it. All right, so now this is the speech. All right, let's pause. It's almost 5 minutes. Full speech. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, who last year was made a Living Legends of Aviation, gives a speech this year at the awards where he celebrated and honored the aviators who took to the skies to put out the January LA fires. All right, so in this video, when I'm playing this now, there will be interruption, okay? But if you go on our part of your service, it will be by itself, okay, without me talking in between. So let's listen. This is like a review.
Good evening, everybody. I feel like I picked the short straw. Not for being up here, but someone had to host a bunch of pilots and firefighters. That's where they are. There are five tables. I agreed with the organisers and they did idea. Let's get them along. But I did not agree to hosting 2 of the tables. Kurt, Morgan, thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, there are moments in life that reveal a great deal about who we are, not just as individuals, but as a people. Moments that test our courage and passion and our commitment to one another. And time again, what I've seen, and what the world sees, is that first responders rise to that challenge every single time. And yet we rarely get the chance to thank them. This community, bound and energized by service to others, shows up for us wherever we are and whenever they're needed.
As he's saying that, during the LA fires, the Canadian sent some plane to help put out the fires. So let's give shout out to the Canadian government for their help and support. Okay, even though we have our government who's like completely berserk, but let's give the shout out to the Canadians. All right, so let's continue.
They put their lives on hold for as long as we need them. Those who are duty-bound to answer the call once they've chosen to wear the uniform. This past January, when fires swept through the 50 square miles of Los Angeles County, threatening homes, businesses, communities, we saw that spirit in action. We saw courage, we saw commitment, and we saw an extraordinary group of men and women take to the skies, risking their lives to protect people they would never meet.
The other thing I have to say as well, Harry is speaking as a first hand. He was there, he was in the ground. He did his part to help to the most capacity that he could. I'm not sure if it's on this channel, probably, or our part of your service, where I highlight some of the things that they were doing during the LA fires. Okay, so he was there, he was on the ground, he met with people, they didn't recognize him when he was on the ground, and then later on, I think there were news reporters that were there. He had a mask on, him and Meghan, they had their mask on, they didn't recognize them until later on in the day. Then they start knowing they reveal who they were. Not like, oh, here I'm Harry. I guess the mask came off and they had to talk to people. They recognized that was them. But when I believe the governor's wife was doing something, giving out things, either food, water, Harry and Meghan were there, along with a mayor. I don't know which county he represents, but he was there along with the First Lady of California, and Harry and Meghan were there. They had their mask on. Nobody recognized them. News media outlet were there. They didn't recognize them. So they were focusing on talking with the First Lady of California. But anyway, the whole point is he was there on the ground, so he knows what he's talking about. Okay?
Tonight, we thank and honor members of our community, especially aerial firefighters and the supporting ground teams. The pilots, crews, and support teams who met disaster with discipline, with determination, and decisive drops of gallons of water and fire retardant to turn chaos into coordination. The aerial response to the LA fires was massive. More than 60 aircraft were deployed. From CAL FIRE, the California National Guard, the US Forest Service, private firefighting companies, and even a crew from Quebec, Canada.
There it is. And also, let's not forget, and I think I came across where Mexico sent some firefighters to come and help them as well. Okay? So credit where credit is due. I came across some tweets where I believe those firefighters were walking along someplace. Okay? They were coming from Mexico. Alright, but let's continue.
Aircraft also included the Sikorsky Firehawks, the UH-60 Blackhawks, Dash 8-400s, and 2 CL-415 Super Scoopers, as well as DC-1030s capable of dropping over 9,000 gallons of fire retardant in one single pass. Helicopters flew low over rugged terrain in day and night, through thick smoke, dumping water with incredible precision and providing eyes in the sky for crews on the ground. Air tankers dove down ridge lines, laying down critical fire lines, helping contain the blaze and protect entire neighborhoods. And none of it happens without the people that we don't see. The ones coordinating the airspace and flight paths, the maintenance of the aircraft, monitoring wind events and coordinating radio communications. The ones making sure that every mission launches safely and comes home safe. This truly was an awesome display of teamwork. It has reminded us that in a world full of noise, there are still quiet heroes among us. Steady, capable, brave, and committed. Tonight, we celebrate aviation legends. The kind forged in smoke, shaped by teamwork, and defined by the courage to fly into danger when others are told to flee. This community doesn't ask for attention or recognition. They don't ask for praise. But tonight, we're going to give it to them, regardless. Because in my experience, it's the people who don't expect it or ask for it that need and appreciate it the most. Roll the tape.
Hey everyone, I'm Beverly. As a fellow pilot, I understand the importance of aviation in our country and the role it can play in keeping us safe. This past January, I, along with everyone in this room, saw how the aerial firefighting is critical in addressing the devastating fires that ripped through the Pacific Palisades. Okay,
so that whole entire speech will be on our part of your service without me interrupting it. Okay, I'll record it by itself. So right now we're gonna focus on the tweet. Harry has evolved into an accomplished and effective speaker. There's the laugh here. What's so funny? Okay, is that a great talk or is it just a lighting? Okay, our community, he said what he said. Right, Harry People's Prince, thank you for posting. There's the thumbs up. Okay, he shouldn't be there. Aviation, he knows nothing. Oh, please. There's no time to read their nonsense. What the heck? This is what I'm talking. Oh, well, I was talking about when I was doing the video for the Parents Network. You have adults talking nonsense. Alright, so there they are here. So take the time to just black. Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, so this one put here. There are moments in life that shows who we are, Yap has, and this is yours and you deserve it. I mean, Meghan was making fun of herself. Why do these people think that, let's see here. Mark the Queen, she was marking herself. That's what I thought too. Jesus, the Rangers are so twisted and they're sick and delusional world, such a warped mind. They really need therapeutic and religious intervention. I don't know if we could go along with the kind of religion that I keep on seeing or glorify nowadays, because everything is money. Next tweet. This is the speech again. I'm not gonna play it. If you wanna see the full speech without any interruption, go on our part of your service. I'm gonna focus on the tweet itself. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex speech at the Living Legend of Aviation Award celebrating LA firefighters. Okay, so there's that. Source recap of the Living Legend Aviation Award 2025, pictures and video link. Okay, I'm gonna click on that to give you the link. Okay, I'm not gonna read. Let's see some images. All right, we got to give him Prince Mario, I think his name is. We defended him, was it last year, for that when Harry was receiving the award? He's someone, you know, I follow on Twitter after that thing here. That they are here. Oh, there is his name. Prince Mario Max Schaumburg-Lippe, the Living Legend of Aviation Gala is back to the, I can't read the rest. So these are some images that they are here. There's that. There's that. Dr. Prince Mario Schaumburg. There's that. A lot of images. For a minute I thought it was never mind. I forgot his name, so okay. Alright, so this will be in the description if you guys want to read. I clicked it to get the link. I didn't expect to go on the, scroll through it. Okay, Harry said, quote, "Ladies and gentlemen, exactly like his father, every so often Charles pops up in his speech pattern." I mean, what was he supposed to say? Usually, well, I don't know. What was he supposed to say? Okay, he doesn't speak as slowly and deliberately as Charles, but he sometimes sounds very like him to me. Okay, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. A lot of time people say that. It's not just Charles. Oh my goodness. Alright, next tweet. There's the speech again. Prince Harry's speech at the Living Legend of Aviation Gala. The Duke of Sussex honored those who tirelessly battled the LA wildfires. It's been an eventful week for the Sussexes. They traveled to New York City for Meghan Sussex Time 100 Summit, the Lost Queen Memorial, etc. Prince Harry. Yeah, I didn't. Last week was a lot, but I was away, so I'm pretty much playing catch up. The Duke of Sussex 40 returned to the second year annual vote to the Living Legends of Aviation ceremony held at the Beverly Hill Hotel on Friday, April 25th. Harry, who was honored at the 2024 event for his work as an Apache helicopter pilot in Afghanistan during his 10 years in the military, joined Morgan Freeman and others in celebrating the aerial firefighters involved with the wildfires that devastated Los Angeles in January. He and his wife, Meghan Markle, previously contributed to relief efforts by handing out food and supply. This is what I was saying. As well as meeting with firefighters. Yeah, he was talking as a first hand. He was down on the ground. Okay, in person. Alright, so that said, there's no comment. Let's go to the next tweet. There's 40 retweets and some likes. Okay, Prince Harry honored firefighters at the Living Legend of Aviation Gala. Alright, so let's see these images. There he is here. So it was only him. There's that. Let's read some of the comment. Harry really has grown into such a fine man since meeting Meghan. The way he speaks, delivers speeches, writes them, and overall carries himself is truly leaps and bounds where he started. I will forever hold the opinion that mediocre men become exceptional when they have the right woman in their corner. Yeah, I think Meghan sort of gave him a few pointers in public speaking. He was doing, before Meghan, he was doing it. But when you look at past speech, when he's doing the speeches in comparison to now, you could see the improvement. And that reminds me of the picture, I believe it was in Down Under in Australia when they were doing something. Meghan was in the audience, just them two. And then Harry was on stage. That reminds me of that. And every time I see it, I remember the very first time I came across that picture, and I remember thinking they probably were doing some stuff in the hotel room, stuff in terms of practicing the speech and things like that. And then Meghan went and to tweak up, all right, to see where if there's more improvement that needs to be done. And Meghan was in the audience just listening to him. Kudos to the person who took that picture, because this is a moment in time where no one will never know will had existed. So whoever took that picture, good for him. To me, I think it's a very iconic. And when it comes to Harry's speech, all right, sometimes I wonder about Harry as the family unicorn. He knows the public pulse. Now I wonder if he's Philip without the bigotry and short fuse. Harry has become an exceptional speaker. Sometimes he just looks. Alright, there's that. Harry looks high or drunk. Whatever. There they are. They always have to come with their negativity. Alright, so this is my last one for this video. Okay, so these are images. Prince Harry at the Legend of Aviation Award on Friday. Some more images. So I'm assuming they took these pictures from wherever no, I was thinking the website that I clicked on, but I didn't see that one. That woman, you could see she work out. Okay, and she's also kind of, you could see, you know what, let me shut my mouth before. Love these pics, awesome. Okay, so that's it for this. Let's do a prayer. The last prayer that I did was prayer for safety. Let's say protection now. Okay, let's do this one. Best prayer for protection. Lord, be my shield in times of trouble, surrounding me with your divine protection. Guardian angel. I feel like I did this in one of the videos yesterday. Guardian angel, watch over me day and night, guide my steps and protect me from harm. May the Lord grant me traveling mercies, protecting me on every journey. If I did it again from yesterday, sorry about that. Alright, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And if you want to listen to the entire speech without me interrupting, go on our Port of Pew service and check it out. Okay, thank you for watching. And there are links below. You could click to go on, like for instance this. Alright, this will be for my other channel, but my other video. Alright, if you want to check this and read that article, the link will be in the description. Thank you for watching.